Watch the Mega Millions drawing live tonight here on TV 23. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV 23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. You know what? It is Tuesday, August 2nd, 2016. Welcome to the Real High Plains Today right here on TV 23. You know what? On today's show, Kenny Whitson. He is the Director of Stewardship at St. Catherine Hospital in Garden City. They got the Southwest Kansas Pro-Am coming up next week. In the meantime, let's take a look at happenings. Garden City Police arrested a 28-year-old Garden City man on multiple counts of sexual exploitation of a child. Tyler Henderson was arrested last week on 5 counts of sexual exploitation of a child for allegedly downloading images of child pornography. Henderson has worked as the assistant golf professional at Buffalo Dunes Golf Course since the summer of 2014. Henderson has been placed on administrative leave with pay pending the outcome of the investigation per the City of Garden City employee policy. Now, the arrest followed a year-long investigation by Internet Crimes Against Children in Wichita. And 38-year-old Gordon Myers of Goodwell and 33-year-old Tara Lynn Michael of Guyman were booked into the Texas County Detention Center on drug charges. The Texas County Sheriff's Department and the Goodwell Police Department executed a search warrant late last week for the crimes of unlawful cultivation, possession of a controlled dangerous substance, that being marijuana, at 602 West Elm Street in Goodwell. Myers and Michael were in the residence along with a 4-year-old juvenile male at the time of the search. A marijuana grow operation was located in a large walk-in closet in a bedroom of the residence. 3 firearms, one of which was loaded, were also located during the execution of the search warrant. Authorities in western Kansas are investigating after a man apparently suffered fatal injuries in a fight. The Hays Police Department says it received a report of a possible disturbance late Saturday. When officers arrived, they found an unresponsive male who appeared to have been involved in a fight. The Hays Post reports that the man was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. The name of the victim hasn't been released. Police are arrested a 25-year-old man at the scene charging relating to the fight. Police say the investigation is still ongoing. And the state of Kansas collected $14.3 million less than anticipated in tax revenue during July due to sluggish retail sales and corporate income tax receipts. Now, that according to officials yesterday. Failure to meet another monthly target puts more pressure on Governor Brownback to tighten expenditures and intensifies the budget balancing challenge ahead for newly elected lawmakers in the 2017 legislative session. Nick Jordan, Secretary of Kansas Department of Revenue, said the state benefited from an extra $1.1 million in individual income tax revenue and $1 million in cigarette tax collections. Retail sales collections were $10.8 million off the mark, while corporate income tax revenue was $5.8 million under the target. And the Koch brothers political network has embraced a simple mantra when asked about Donald Trump. We're focused on the Senate. That's the message from the heads of the billionaire industrialist Koch brothers' vast policy and political network, who gathered with hundreds of the nation's most powerful Republican donors last weekend in a luxury hotel at the foot of the Rocky Mountains. Now, with Election Day just 3 months away, they are refusing to support the Republican presidential nominee, focusing their tremendous resources instead on helping the GOP win competitive Senate contests in states like Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. And don't forget, today is primary day. If you haven't gotten out and voted, don't worry. You can still vote until 7 p.m. tonight. Polls have been open from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. tonight, so get out and vote. And you know what? We've got another cup to give away. You can, 2 ways to enter. All you got to do is send us an email at cup@kdgltv.com or a postcard, TV23 KDGL, P.O. Box 447, Sublette, America 67877. Don't forget, you got to put your name and address on the email or the postcard. We'll send you one of these. We're going to draw for it on Thursday this week. And that's a look at some of the happenings out there. Be back with maybe a little rain in the forecast coming up next.
watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Larry Powell, Larry Powell. Shortballs are a-leaping, Brownback is a-sleeping. Are you there? Do you care? There are jokes going around about Senator Larry Powell sleeping in committee hearings in Topeka. Now, we weren't there, and we don't know if it's true, but our schools, highways, hospitals, and just about everything else are getting less, and 330,000 Kansans aren't paying their fair share. And Larry Powell says everything's just fine, and if it isn't, just blame President Obama. Kind of makes you wonder what kind of dreamland Larry's in. Are you there? Do you care?
For more information, go to itstimetofixstupidks.com.
It's Time to Fix Stupid is responsible for the content of this message.
Paid for by It's Time to Fix Stupid, Ronald J. Dickens, Chairman.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And welcome back. Hey, we're looking off to the east today on the TV 23 tower cam. You can see as we look off over here towards Plains and Kismet area, there are a few showers trying to pop up over there. All right, taking a look at our, come on button, you're not working for me. Anyway, these showers now, we do have a chance of them popping up. Hey, there we go, around today. All right, the temperature today, 87, right now at the station, 87 degrees, 57% the relative humidity. Winds are out of the southeast at only 6. Barometric pressure is on the rise. Taking a look at our temperatures around the area. There we go. All right, you can see, we kind of, Garden City at 75. I don't know how accurate that is because everybody else in the 80s and 90s, you get over to Pratt, 77. So we'll see what happens. But it's mostly cloudy out there, as you can see on the tower cam. Taking a look at the current dew points. Yeah, pretty high, up into the 60s. Perryton down at 59, Guyman at 59. But other than that, you can see why the humidity is so high. Taking a look at our current wind speeds out there. Not a lot of wind. Look, we're still variable out at Lamar. Everybody else out of the west or southwest. And looking at the highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport, we did get to 96 degrees yesterday. 107 back in 1980, 67 was the overnight low, 54 back in 1977. No new precipitation for the day or the month. As we look at our forecast for today, going to be 96 for our high, 30% chance of showers popping up. Winds are only going to be out of the south-southwest at 9 tonight. 40% chance of rain after midnight, 68 for the low tonight. Winds will be out of the south at 8. As we take a look at tomorrow, 95, mostly sunny. Winds are going to pick up a little bit out of the south, 15 to 16 miles an hour. And then for tomorrow night, we are looking at a 20% chance of rain, 71 for the low. Mostly cloudy out. Winds will still be out of the south at 14. Taking a look at the 7-day as we get out of here today. Come on, 7-day. There you are. 40% chance of rain tonight carrying into tomorrow. We do have a chance of precipitation popping up with all the heat and humidity every day for the next 7. Other than that, not going to be super hot. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets after this.
Turn here. There. Excuse me.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV 23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV 23.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
And welcome back. I'm now joined on set by Mr. Kenny Whitson. He is the Director of Stewardship at St. Catherine Hospital in Garden City. They got a big Pro-Am golf tournament coming up next week at Buffalo Dunes and Southwind. Is that right, Kenny?
That's correct.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
We do, and we're really excited about the things that are happening at Garden City, Kansas with the hospital and with golf.
You got a lot of stuff. We're going to talk later about the hospital. We're going to work on golf first, okay?
Correct.
All right. So starting what, next Tuesday? Next Wednesday, the pros start rolling into
They'll start
Garden
coming
City?
into town. The pros will start coming into town. We have our ladies Pro-Am on Wednesday of next week. So the ladies teams could come out and play with one of the pros from the Adams Pro Tour that day. Thursday, we have our Legacy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram shootout. And so they could put together a team and come play at Southwind on Thursday for the day. And then the Pro-Am starts on Friday, runs that three-day professional tournament. And they have some Pro-Am days on Friday, Saturday, and then the pros finish up on Sunday.
playing for the money. It's going to get serious on Sunday, right?
They're serious the whole time. They are very serious the whole time.
Okay, now you say this is the Adams Tour, correct?
Adams Pro Tour, yes.
Okay, so that is, you've got the PGA, you've got the Nike, or the web.com, which used to be the Nike.
Right.
And then the Adams right below that.
Mm-hmm. These are guys.
These are going to be not shabby golfers.
No, these are some good golfers. You can see some good golf out there, and they're playing for some good money. The guaranteed prize for first is $20,000. We're looking to have a $100,000 purse for the pro. So these guys are playing for some real money out there.
Yeah, they're not just coming out to play for a couple of hats and a couple of sleeves of golf balls. are they?
They aren't enticed by the golf balls.
Okay, so how long have you guys been involved with this?
The Southwest Kansas Pro-Am is in its 37th year. It's the longest running professional golf tournament in the state of Kansas, and we have been a part of it from the beginning. It's something that has been a legacy for our hospital and our development foundation.
That's kind of neat because you think about Southwest Kansas that we have a pro golf tournament in Southwest Kansas, but by golly, you do.
We do. We do. We've put it on every year for the last 37 years, and we've been kind of the start of golf being the mecca there in Garden City, Kansas. There's a lot of golf that happens in the area. We've got another pro tour, the Garden City Charity Classic, the Symetra Tour that comes through as well. And those things couldn't be there if we hadn't demonstrated that Garden City enjoyed pro golf and would support those tournaments.
Well, and there's two pretty fair golf courses that they're going to play this tournament on.
Outstanding courses. They play both at Buffalo Dunes, which was one of the top-rated municipal courses in the country, and at the Golf Club at Southwind, which is also a great high-rated course in Kansas. So great courses. It's a great opportunity to play two courses in Garden and have a lot of fun.
So will the pros, once they get into the Pro-Am part and they get to playing, when they tee off for the money, are they going to spend time at Buffalo Dunes and Southwind?
Correct.
Okay.
Everybody who plays, pros included, play around at the Dunes and around at Southwind, and then the pros finish with their final round at Southwind on Sunday. So the pros will play 3 rounds in the Pro-Am, 2 with amateurs on their teams, and then those that make the cut, they play on Sunday for the money.
That's payday.
That is payday for a lot of them.
Okay, so if somebody wants to come out, though, can people come out and watch?
Oh, yeah, we love to have people come out and watch. You can come to either of the courses on Friday or Saturday, and you can come by on Sunday and watch that championship round. We'd love to have you out there. There's always some food around to eat and keep you entertained. A lot of things going on.
Okay, so Buffalo Dunes, now that's a municipal course, right?
Correct.
And I've played Buffalo Dunes. Well, no, I've hacked my way around Buffalo Dunes.
I'm the same.
Yeah, it's not pretty when I play there. I've never played at Southwind, but I've driven around and looked at things there, and that looks like a pretty nice course.
It's a great course. It's a link style course, so you've got a lot of that tall grasses. It's a very unforgiving course. But
so is Buffalo Dunes.
Well, but they're very fun courses to play on, and that's a lot of the allure of the Pro-Am is that people can play on a course maybe that they normally couldn't have because the golf club at Southwind is a private club. So you can come out and play and enjoy both those great courses.
Okay, so do any of these pros, and I'm sure that some of these pros come back, this is like their second, maybe third trip back here. Do they say anything about playing in Southwest Kansas?
They love it. This is one of the must-go-to events on the Adams Pro Tour, not only because of the good golf and the great courses, but we do a lot for them that week. We put on a good event It's really a golf festival for the week is really what it has become. It's not just a golf tournament. It's those three separate tournaments. There are 3 different dinners that are included for those who are participants. So the players really enjoy coming to Garden City. And we do have some that come back year after year, but really what they want to do is move up.
Move up,
So,
yeah. They want to be on the web.com or on
right.
the big show.
That's right. These
every
are guys
weekend.
working their way up into those money events.
Now, do these guys? Okay, I got to ask this because I've never been to one of these. I mean, and I've been to a PGA tournament, but I've never been to one of these. Now, do these guys bring caddies with them, or
There are some that
they
do.
on their own?
There are a number of them that bring a caddy along with them to help them out. And then a lot of them, because they have connections in the area, they'll find one of our local players to caddy for them that knows a lot about the course.
Okay.
So not all of them
wondering.
will have a caddy, but there's quite a few that will. A lot of those top players on the Adams Tour will have a caddy with them.
Okay, I was wondering. Okay, now St. Catherine Hospital, you guys are one of the major sponsors, but you're
Right.
not the only sponsor. I mean, you got some other big corporate sponsors.
We've got
helping you
we've
with
got
this,
a
right?
whole lot of sponsors, but our major sponsors are St. Catherine Hospital, High Plains Pizza Hut, the Tatro Plumbing, Sammy Enterprises, which includes the Clarion Inn, the Sleep Inn, the Heritage Inn and Suites, Old Chicago, and Sammy's Spirits and Steakhouse, and the Convention and Visitors Bureau, Finney County Convention and Visitors Bureau. So those are our major sponsors, but then we have a myriad of other sponsors as well.
And a lot of volunteers, I'm sure.
A lot of volunteers, and if people want to come out and watch golf and maybe volunteer, they can sure give us a call, check on the website, and volunteer and come out and help. But it takes a lot of people to put this on, to get it ready, a lot of sponsors, a lot of dollars, and at the end, what we're doing is putting money to support our newborn intensive care unit at St. Catherine Hospital.
Okay. All right. So if I come out to volunteer, I want to be one of those guys who holds up the quiet sign. Could I do that?
I'll get you one. If you want to come out.
The guy that points after they hit the ball and just points and waves it
Yep,
down the.
yep.
Yeah.
I can get you a quiet sign, and then you can walk around anywhere you want. If someone's having
Is
a
it- I can just
conversation,
hold
you
it
just
up?
hold it up. That's right.
That would be the fun part. I always see those guys, and I wouldn't want to be one of those people that's watching the crowd because you always have to have your back to everything.
Right.
My luck, I'd get hit in the middle of the back of the head or something with a
Right,
golf
yep.
ball by somebody driving it, 200 miles an hour and schmack. Okay, so this all gets underway basically on next Wednesday, the 10th, right?
Correct.
And then Thursday you have the corporate shootout, and then the first round of the Pro-Am gets going on Friday. Correct? Okay, and they'll play one round at Buffalo Dunes, 2 rounds at Southwind?
No. Well,
Other way around?
Yeah, 1 round at Buffalo Dunes. Everybody plays a round at Dunes. Everybody plays a round at Southwind, and then the pros finish up at Southwind. So
Okay.
yes, in effect, there are 2 rounds at Southwind, I guess.
All right. So if they want to come out, what time's all this get started? If somebody wants to come out and
If they want
walk
to come
around
out
the
and walk
course?
around, the guys start teeing off at 7:30 in the morning, and they will tee through till about 1:30 in the afternoon. So there'll be golf going on until probably 6 in the evening.
So, and about how many pros are you expecting to show up for this?
We have it capped at 120 pros this year. So the Adams Pro Tour has only had one event that was under 120. They had 108. So as of today, the last time I checked, we had 58 signed up already. By comparison, this time last year, we had half of that signed up.
Okay, so things are looking good.
Looking great. We're
Garden
excited.
City going to be hopping next week.
Hopping with golf.
All right. Kenny, thanks for coming by today.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the
Alrighty.
opportunity.
And stick around. I'll be back with more right after this.
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
And we're back. Hey, let's take a quick look at sports. Scott City native Ron Baker looks to have continued his unlikely journey from college walk-on to NBA players with his signing yesterday by the New York Knicks. Knicks president Phil Jackson announced the signing of the Scott City and Wichita State star. Terms of the deal were not disclosed. Baker, 6'4", 220 pounds, appeared in 5 games for the Knicks, entry into the 2016 Orlando Pro Summer League, averaging 14 points, 5.6 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 2.8 steals while playing 29 minutes per game. Hey, and the Royals off the schneid. Danny Duffy almost got a no-hitter last night. Gave it up, a base hit up in the 8th. The left-hander pitched 8 innings of 1 hit ball and had a franchise record 16 strikeouts to lead the Kansas City Royals to a 3-0 win over the Tampa Bay Rays last night. Now, Duffy is 7-1, flirted with the Royals' first no-hitter in nearly 25 years before giving up a line drive double to Desmond Jennings, leading off the Tampa Bay 8th. But good for you, Danny Duffy. We finally got off the schneid. Maybe this is the beginning of a winning streak. Let's hope so. They play again tonight. Let's take a look at our weather before we get out of here. Hey, 87 degrees, relative humidity still 56%. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 5. Barometric pressure is holding steady. As we look at the 7-day, there is a chance of precipitation every day for the next 7 days. Biggest percentage going to be late this afternoon into tomorrow. Other than that, temperature's not real bad, but the humidity is going to be kind of high. Go out and make it a great Tuesday, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Larry Powell, Larry Powell. Shortballs are a leaping, brownback is a sweeping. Are you there? Do you care?
There are jokes going around about Senator Larry Powell sleeping in committee hearings in Topeka. Now, we weren't there, and we don't know if it's true, but our schools, highways, hospitals, and just about everything else are getting less. And 330,000 Kansans aren't paying their fair share. And Larry Powell says everything's just fine. And if it isn't, just blame President Obama. Kind of makes you wonder what kind of dreamland Larry's in.
Are you there? Do you care?
For more information, go to itstimetofixstupidks.com.
It's Time to Fix Stupid is responsible for the content of this message.
Paid for by It's Time to Fix Stupid, Ronald J. Dickens, Chairman.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers.